What made you found iViP Mobile, come up with the great idea that it is, and what made you want to pursue this line?
Well, it starts out a few years ago when I was a customer calling into a couple of different companies and got stuck on hold many times, and my phone call, I got routed over to a whole bunch of people, didn't know what they were doing, and I just got incredibly frustrated. I couldn't believe that all this effort and time that it took to just ask some simple questions took forever.
And that was through the phone?
And that was through my phone, yes. And while I was text messaging my friends, I could get those answers in a matter of seconds. And I thought, how come there aren't companies out there that are trying to harness this channel to be able to answer and deal with their customers and enhance their relationships? Because it worked for my relationships with my friends and my family, and I couldn't see why other people and other companies would want to do the same.
So why can't I text my cable company? It was your question, or something. Okay.
Right. So if you had a question about your billing for a cable company or a car or something along those lines, maybe it was to get a prescription refilled or something along those lines. I mean, I know of several people, including myself, who've got lost in these phone trees and voice robots and all these things that just kept me kept distance from me getting my answers.
So what did you come up with?
Well, we were able to, my friends and I got together and we formed a company and developed this software that enables teams of customer service reps, of salespeople, so that they can receive and send out text messages. And
Wow.
They can do a great deal of communication with far less stress and much more efficiently, because you can multitask and you're not stuck on this phone answering one phone call after the next.
So that would make customer service reps happy, I would assume, as well as customers who are calling in.
Yes.
And
that was our goal, yes, to be able to really keep it efficient and make it so that a customer, when they send in a request, doesn't have to ask that same request over and over. Instead, it's able to route to the person who's available, and everyone's going to get some type of an answer.
Now would it route to the correct person? If I'm asking a question about my bill at the cable company versus my I have no reception, like if I sent the text that said "What's up with my bill," it would go to the billing people. Is that part of the features of your software, that it kind of directs to the correct place?
That's a good question. The way that it works is it's designed to go from a customer over to the assigned customer service representative or sales representative, and if they can't do it, they can forward over to someone else. And the system knows how to forward too. So if let's say you're the customer service rep, you don't have to feel like you're stuck at your phone all the time or your desk out all the time. It'll actually bounce over to whoever's doing it.
And it keeps records. This is, when you have a text, and so
Right.
I've got now, I as the customer have a record in my phone, like,
Yes.
so and so told me blah blah blah, and
Yes.
they'll have a record as well.
That's correct. It makes it easier for the customer service rep because they don't have to repeat themselves. It makes it easier for the customer because they also don't have to repeat themselves. And also there's a legal, I wouldn't say timeline, but basically a record of what's going on. So no one has to say, oh, I said this and I meant that.
Sounds great.